Welcome to Wild Discoveries with Sarmad, where we embark on extraordinary journeys to the world's most breathtaking destinations. I'm Sarmad, and today we're beginning an epic adventure that will take you from the mystical floating islands of Peru to the ancient pyramids of Egypt, from the underwater paradise of Australia's Great Barrier Reef to the towering peaks of Tanzania's Kilimanjaro. Get ready to witness 20 UNESCO World Heritage Sites that will leave you speechless and ignite your wanderlust like never before. These aren't just tourist destinations. They're living masterpieces of nature and human achievement that have shaped our world for millennia. This is part one of our incredible series, so make sure to subscribe and hit that notification bell, because we have several more parts coming that will showcase even more jaw-dropping UNESCO treasures from around the globe. Let's dive into these wonders that prove our planet is truly extraordinary. The Galápagos Islands, 600 miles off Ecuador's coast, are a volcanic archipelago where evolution comes alive. Charles Darwin studied its unique wildlife, which inspired his theory of natural selection. These 19 islands are home to creatures found nowhere else, like 150-year-old giant tortoises and marine iguanas, the only seagoing lizards. Volcanic origins gave rise to rich ecosystems, where penguins swim alongside tropical fish. Galápago means saddle in Spanish, referring to tortoise shells. Each island developed its own species due to isolation, making it a living evolutionary museum. Wildlife shows little fear of humans. Blue-footed boobies perform dances, and sea lions bask on beaches. Crystal-clear waters reveal reef sharks and rays. On land, ancient tortoises roam surreal landscapes of black lava rock and white sand beaches. This natural sanctuary is a window into the past and a symbol of Earth's biodiversity. You can hike over lava fields or snorkel with sea lions. Every moment is wild and wondrous. The Socotra archipelago rises from the Arabian Sea like a land from another world. Often dubbed the Galapagos of the Indian Ocean, it houses bizarre, endemic species shaped by isolation. Its iconic dragon's blood trees bleed crimson sap and dot the landscape like umbrellas. Separated from mainland Arabia for millions of years, 1/3 of Socotra's 800-plus plant species exist nowhere else. The desert rose, shaped like a bloated elephant's foot, blooms across stark terrain. Socotra's beaches feature white sands and turquoise waters, home to dolphins and sea turtles. Inland, shifting landscapes include misty mountains with frankincense trees and rare birds like the Socotra sunbird. Socotra people speak their own unwritten language and have lived here for over 2,000 years. Once a stop on ancient spice routes, Socotra remains a surreal blend of nature and ancient culture, where time seems to stand still. With limited tourism, it offers untouched beauty for the curious explorer. Rome's historic center is a living museum where over 2,800 years of civilization unfold. Known as the Eternal City, it fuses ancient ruins, Renaissance art, and Baroque beauty. The Colosseum stands as a marvel of Roman engineering, where gladiators once battled before 50,000 spectators. Rome has over 2,000 fountains, including the famous Trevi Fountain, where coin tosses ensure a return visit. Nearby, the Roman Forum reveals the civic heart of the empire, where senators debated and emperors ruled. Vatican City lies within Rome, featuring Michelangelo's Sistine Chapel and St. Peter's Basilica. Cobblestone streets weave past trattorias, where family recipes endure for generations. From majestic piazzas to hidden alleyways, Rome merges history and life in ways that enchant the soul, offering a sensory journey through art, religion, and daily culture. Every brick tells a story, and every meal feels like a connection to the past. Australia's Great Barrier Reef is the world's largest living structure, visible from space and teeming with marine life. Spanning 2,300 kilometers with 2,900 reefs and 900 islands, it's a biodiversity hotspot. Over 1,500 fish species shimmer through vibrant coral gardens, while sea turtles and manta rays glide in crystal waters. Formed over 20 million years by coral polyps, this reef is a living monument to nature's artistry. It hosts the largest green sea turtle nesting ground, with turtles returning to their birth beaches. Night dives reveal glowing corals and nocturnal creatures in alien beauty. Sharks patrol reef edges while clownfish nest in anemones. The reef's survival faces threats from warming seas, but its beauty remains unmatched. As a UNESCO site, the reef is both a scientific treasure and a magical escape into an underwater wonderland of color and life. Visitors can explore by snorkel, submarine, or glass-bottom boat. Prague's Old Town is a dreamscape of Gothic spires and Baroque facades that tell the tale of 1,000 years. Known as the City of 100 Spires, its medieval streets escaped W2 destruction, preserving centuries of history. At the heart lies the astronomical clock, ticking since 1410 with celestial precision and animated apostles. Charles Bridge stretches across the Vltava River, lined with statues and artists, connecting to Prague Castle, the world's largest ancient castle complex. The castle covers 70,000 square meters and houses the Czech crown jewels. Tucked away are courtyards, Renaissance palaces, and Art Nouveau gems. Locals gather in historic pubs serving beer from centuries-old breweries. Prague's Old Town blends architecture, folklore, and tradition in a fairy tale setting where past and present meet in every alleyway. Come evening, the city glows under gas lamps and echoes with classical music from centuries past. Yellowstone is Earth's first national park and a geyser-filled showcase of geothermal power and wild beauty. Established in 1872 atop a massive supervolcano, it features over 10,000 geothermal sites, including hot springs, fumaroles, and geysers. Old Faithful erupts like clockwork, shooting water skyward every 90 minutes. Yellowstone contains half the world's geothermal features. Grand Prismatic Spring stuns with rainbow hues created by heat-loving microbes. Wildlife roams freely. Bison herds, grizzlies, wolves, and elk inhabit meadows and forests. The Yellowstone River carves a breathtaking canyon with 300-foot waterfalls. Its wilderness holds sacred value. Native tribes lived and hunted here for 11,000 years. From alpine lakes to volcanic basins, Yellowstone is both a geological marvel and a cradle of American conservation, embodying raw beauty and wild spirit. It's a realm where Earth's fury and majesty converge in stunning harmony. The pyramids of Giza pierce the desert sky as eternal symbols of human achievement. Built over 4,500 years ago, the Great Pyramid of Khufu once soared 481 feet high, made from 2.3 million stones. Its base is astoundingly level, accurate within 2.1 centimeters. These tombs honored pharaohs and reflected ancient Egypt's divine beliefs. The nearby Sphinx, carved from a single limestone block, may depict Pharaoh Khafre watching the sunrise for eternity. The Great Pyramid held the world's tallest man-made structure title for 3,800 years. Inside, narrow passages lead to chambers filled with treasures meant to guide souls into the afterlife. Hieroglyphs recount myths of rebirth and celestial power. Though winds and sands have weathered them, the pyramids remain standing, monuments to kings who aim to cheat death and achieve immortality. Visiting them feels like stepping into the mind of a civilization obsessed with eternity. The Great Wall of China winds across rugged terrain as the longest fortification ever built, over 13,000 miles when combined. Constructed across centuries and dynasties, it harnessed mountains, rivers, and brickwork to defend the empire. Contrary to myth, it's not a single wall, but a system of barriers and watchtowers. The Ming Dynasty sections are most preserved today, zigzagging steep slopes with breathtaking views. Though often said to be visible from space, it's barely detectable without aid. Millions, including soldiers and prisoners, built it over 2,000 years, with untold lives lost in its making. Beacon towers once relayed smoke signals across vast distances in a single day. The wall is more than stone. It's a symbol of resilience, sacrifice, and the enduring might of ancient China's dream to unite and protect its vast civilization. Walk it at sunrise and you'll feel history echo under your feet. Machu Picchu floats among the clouds at 7,972 feet above sea level as the lost city of the Incas. A perfectly preserved archaeological marvel that showcases the incredible engineering skills and spiritual connection to nature of the ancient Inca civilization. Built around 1450 CE during the reign of Inca Emperor Pachacuti, this sacred citadel remained hidden from Spanish conquistadors and was known only to local Quechua people, until American historian Hiram Bingham brought it to global attention in 1911. Surrounded by lush cloud forests and perched dramatically atop the Andes, Machu Picchu evokes a deep sense of mystery and reverence. It stands as a UNESCO World Heritage Site and one of the new 7 wonders of the world, drawing visitors from around the globe to marvel at its grandeur. Trekking the Inca Trail to reach its gates adds to the sense of awe, allowing travelers to follow ancient footsteps through cloud-kissed mountain passes. The site's precise stonework and alignment with astronomical events further deepen the sense of wonder surrounding this high-altitude masterpiece. The Sydney Opera House rises from Bennelong Point, like a fleet of billowing sails frozen in time. Representing one of the 20th century's most revolutionary architectural achievements, and serving as the cultural heart of Australia, where world-class performances unfold beneath soaring concrete shells. Danish architect Jørgen Utzon's visionary design, selected from 233 entries in 1957, created a building that seemed impossible to construct, using the engineering techniques of its time, but now stands as a global icon. With more than 1,500 performances hosted annually, from symphony orchestras to cutting-edge theater and indigenous dance, the Opera House pulses with creativity and life. More than just a performance space, it has become a symbol of modern Australia, celebrating both innovation and identity. Its harbourfront location offers stunning views of Sydney Harbour Bridge and plays host to vibrant festivals, fireworks, and open-air concerts. Inside, elegant wood interiors and sweeping auditoriums complement the futuristic exterior, making every visit a feast for the senses. The Taj Mahal stands in Agra as the world's most perfect monument to eternal love. A white marble mausoleum that Mughal Emperor Shah Jahan built for his beloved wife Mumtaz Mahal. Creating a structure so beautiful, it appears to float like a dream against the Indian sky. Completed in 1653 after 22 years of construction by over 20,000 artisans. This architectural masterpiece combines Persian, Islamic, Turkish, and Indian design elements in perfect harmony. With its central dome rising majestically above a symmetrical garden layout. At sunrise, the Taj bathes in soft golden light. By moonlight, it glows with an ethereal shimmer that leaves visitors breathless. Visitors from every continent stand silent in awe before the monument's grandeur. As its symmetry and emotional backstory leave a lasting imprint on the heart. Designated a UNESCO World Heritage Site, the Taj Mahal is also a powerful reminder of the Mughal Empire's artistic zenith. The surrounding Yamuna River and red sandstone mosque add to the spiritual ambiance of this timeless wonder. The Grand Canyon, carved by the Colorado River, reveals 2 billion years of Earth's geological history and layered rock formations that stretch 277 miles long, up to 18 miles wide, and over a mile deep, creating one of the planet's most spectacular natural amphitheaters where time itself becomes visible. This geological masterpiece began forming 5 to 6 million years ago. As the river cut through layers of sandstone, limestone, and shale, exposing formations older than the dinosaurs. Its vastness and silence are humbling, offering a spiritual retreat from the modern world. Millions of visitors each year stand at lookout points like Mather Point, or hike into the canyon's depths to experience its grandeur up close. Sunrise and sunset paint the cliffs in shifting colors, deep crimson, gold, and violet, making it one of nature's most breathtaking canvases. The South Rim remains the most accessible, while the North Rim offers solitude and untouched wilderness. Whether rafting the river or stargazing at night, the canyon is a feast for the senses. Cappadocia emerges from central Turkey's Anatolian plateau as a surreal landscape of fairy chimneys, underground cities, and rock-carved churches that showcase both nature's artistic power and human ingenuity over thousands of years of continuous habitation. Volcanic eruptions millions of years ago covered the region with soft volcanic tuff, which wind and rain sculpted into the otherworldly formations of towering stone pillars, hidden valleys, and cave dwellings that provided shelter for early Christians fleeing Roman persecution. The air itself seems enchanted as hundreds of hot air balloons rise with the dawn, offering panoramic views over rippling hills and golden-hued rocks. Today, travelers explore this living museum by foot or from the sky. Watching the sunrise from vibrant hot air balloons that dot the horizon in the dazzling arrays. Its villages like Göreme still preserve traditional lifestyles, making Cappadocia both a wonder of the past and a vibrant experience in the present. With ancient frescoes, underground cities like Derinkuyu, and boutique cave hotels, it's a place where every corner tells a story. Easter Island, known to its Polynesian inhabitants as Rapa Nui, rises from the vast Pacific Ocean as the world's most isolated inhabited landmass. Home to nearly 900 mysterious Moai statues that have puzzled archaeologists and captivated imaginations for centuries. Located 2,300 miles from the nearest populated land, this triangular volcanic island was settled by Polynesian voyagers around 1200 CE. In one of humanity's most remarkable navigation achievements, crossing the sea using stars and currents. The stoic Moai statues, some weighing over 80 tons, stand watch over the land, their expressions both majestic and haunting. The windswept plains of Rapa Nui whisper ancient stories as visitors traverse its sacred trails, where each Moai seems to watch over the land with silent wisdom. Efforts today by Rapa Nui descendants are reviving lost traditions and protecting the island's fragile ecosystem. Sites like Rano Raraku, the volcanic quarry where Moai were carved, and Ahu Tongariki offer unforgettable encounters with this island's unique spirit. The Alhambra crowns Granada's hilltop as Islamic Spain's architectural masterpiece. A palace and fortress complex that represents the pinnacle of Moorish art and engineering. During the final centuries of Muslim rule in medieval Europe. Built primarily during the 13th and 14th centuries by the Nasrid dynasty, this red castle combines defensive fortifications with pleasure palaces featuring intricate geometric patterns, arabesques, and calligraphy that transform walls and ceilings into living poetry. Water, light, and silence intertwine in its courtyards. Most famously, the Court of the Lions, where a marble fountain is supported by 12 stone lions, symbolizing strength and justice. From the Alcazaba's fortress towers to the tranquil Generalife gardens, every corner of the Alhambra whispers tales of dynasties, poets, and sultans. Visiting at dusk, when the walls glow with the hues of sunset, offers an unforgettable immersion into Spain's layered cultural soul. The Alhambra remains a timeless symbol of Granada, drawing travelers who seek both beauty and history. And that wraps up part 1 of the 15 most beautiful UNESCO sites on the planet. Which one took your breath away the most? Let us know in the comments. Don't forget, this is just the beginning. Hit the subscribe button and turn on notifications so you don't miss part 2, where we explore even more breathtaking wonders. If you enjoyed this video, give it a thumbs up and share it with your fellow travelers. Thanks for watching, and until next time, keep exploring.